I'm on the phone with your grandma selling long distance. That commission is a song that is based on telemarketing during the early 2000s from life experience. This idea like popped into my head. I'm a big fan of Clipse. Like, it's one of my top 5 hip hop groups of all time. Like, a top 5 in no particular order is Tribe Called Quest, Wu-Tang, Outkast, Clipse, Flip Mode Squad. So I was thinking about the Clipse, you know, and they're known for, especially back then, they were known for coke rap. I just thought, like, how funny would it be if I did a Clipse-inspired song, but rather than talking about selling drugs, but selling long distance plans, but really cool, like bringing in that Neptunes flavor. And of course the other aspect is just how I had the experience of working a telemarketing job when I was a teenager.
Solomon's old job back in the day, he used to work for MCI. If you don't know what MCI is, it is a telemarketing company that sold long distance plans to people. In our specific video, old people, senior citizens, because apparently they fall for things easier. Should we use that?
Back in high school, it was like once you turned 16 or 17, so many people ended up getting a job at like MCI, because back then minimum wage was $5.15 an hour, but MCI started you at $7.50 an hour, and on top of that, if you were good with making your sales, then you earned commission. So you really could make like good money working at MCI if you were good at sales. Me, I sucked. I'm not a salesman like that. I was trash.
So they would call people and say, hello, would you like to buy a long distance plan? Do you have one?
When you had to make phone calls back then,
you couldn't just call people in other states like that without it being expensive.
In fact, it was more pricey to hit up another city in your same state than it would out of state. They called it local toll calls.
And you definitely couldn't call out of the country like that unless, you know, you had like a phone card or a phone card. Oh my God. My mom and my grandma used to go and buy phone cards all the time to go call the Philippines, and it was a whole fucking thing.
The whole point with long distance companies and plans was you pay this monthly fee, and that gives the person cheaper rates when making long distance calls. Some of the cheaper rates would be like 10 cents a minute. Instead of, if you didn't have it, it would maybe cost you 25 to 30 to 50 cents a minute.
Guys, nowadays, you can pull your phone out and call somebody in another state. You can get on WhatsApp and call somebody in another country. You can video chat, like it's easy. What
I considered was, okay, I'm doing this Clipse style, early 2000s style. So I really thought about the state of the world at that time. Cell phones were starting to become dominant. If you made a long distance call out of state on your cell phone, you didn't get charged. Once I started to notice that, it was like, oh, the more popular cell phones become, these long distance companies are going to collapse. And so I kind of just put it in perspective there of just like, okay, you got these telemarketers dealing long distance plans, and the only ones really falling for it are like senior citizens.
Senior citizens, I think back then were known to not have cell phones yet. They still had landlines.
Just like, all right, we got to get these sales, get this commission while this is still running, because soon enough this is going to be shut down.
Side note, you couldn't even just text people for free, okay? Like texts were like 10 cents a text. This is so real. You guys don't even know. I mean, maybe if you're a millennial or a Gen Xer or above, yes, you know, but y'all have it so good right now. It's crazy.
I'm on the phone with your grandma selling long distance. Telemarketing niggas with persistence. Don't mind the neck brace.
He has some serious tension headaches, so he always got some type of contraption on his shoulders and wrapped around his neck to stretch his neck out or warm his shoulders, and he got all the things.
While I was writing the lyrics, oh, the shit is in it. So I hope I get another senior citizen stuck in the past, still using a landline. There's the influence of Clipse in the flow, and then there's the influence of Pharrell's type of choruses.
If you're familiar with their music, you can very clearly hear the inspiration.
Landline, damn near deaf, can't understand my words. Senior citizen stuck in the past. Stuck in the past. On my laptop, I had photo booth open while I was like writing and putting it together. So I still had it running when I came up to Giane and told her about it. Babe. Can you watch this? Yeah. Hold on. This is like my Neptunes, like, beef, like, Clipse stuff.
Did you rap on it?
Yeah, I got most of it. So, you know how, well, Clipse... I'm on the phone with your grandma selling long distance. Telemarketing niggas with persistence. No, not yet. It's in my head. And there's gonna be some girls. The chorus is going to be like something about, you know, riding this till the wheels fall off. Cause like this shit about to be over. Yeah. About to be out of business. Yeah. That's awesome. You like it? Mm-hmm. Cool. I'm loving it. I also. That melody. Oh, okay. Yeah, let me go ahead and. The way it was produced was like I did a lot of others. I took a drum loop that I made way back when I was making beats a lot and was just trying to make it like a Neptunes-inspired type of track. And then I put something in there really random. I feel like the Neptunes and Timbaland, like they would sometimes use the most like don't make any sense, like little samples or some kind of thing in their track, you know, like a baby crying or something, just random stuff. While I was working on the track and my headphones and everything in the living room, Giane was on a Zoom call with a friend of hers and they were talking, and I don't know why I just thought of like, I'm gonna hit record and then sample Giane talking. And there's just when she was talking and she said and something, and I took that and just put it in the beat, and it just has this it's just this randomness.
I was not aware that Solomon sampled me in the beat.
Yeah. Giane sampled mid-conversation in there for no reason, but to try to be funky like the Neptunes would be.
Wait, I feel like you told me, you mentioned it to me before, maybe?
That's you in the background. Cause I was like record myself. That's why I kept saying, "Oh yeah," if you heard me over here. Mm-hmm. But it was with my internal mic, and you were talking. You're like, something, something," and it was in there. I'm like, that shit sounds dope.
Because we were you know, doing everything literally in our living room and didn't have a whole lot of options. A lot of the things were going to be like minimalistic. We had just like the straight up like white background and just kind of having, you know, each character kind of shoot on their own to feel, to just have that simplistic kind of thing but still feel like sleek. And then, you know, using the green screen, we were able to bring like the early 2000s vibe, but also simplistic because we were just working with what we had at the time.
Just dance with the phone.
Yeah, I knew you were kind of doing what you were doing and stuff.
Just hold it, right? Like this on the floor.
I liked when you were holding both.
Okay.
We got to get sales. Hey. We got to get paid. Hey. Get that commission while you can. The wheels are still rolling. We about to fall on. Hey. And off we get laid. Hey. Get that commission while you can. The wheels are still rolling. Hey.
Make that money with commission on the side.
Oh.
Take that money with commission on the side.
Oh.
Make that money with commission on the side.
Oh.
Take that money with commission on the side.
Oh.
Make that money with commission on the side.
Oh.
Take that money with commission on the side.
Oh.
Make that money with commission on the side.
Oh.
Take that money with commission on the side.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm fine.
We about to lose it all. Cell phone companies don't even charge at all when you gotta make a call. Our managers can't see the hole this shit is in. So I hope I get another senior citizen.
The characters I play, basically the dial tones. The rapper is basically, you know, a telemarketer and just talking about how he's hustling the long distance plans and kind of getting pissed off that the cell phones are starting to take over, and you know, it's kind of threatening the job at some point. Then there's the manager character that's kind of like the Pharrell type influence who just thinks everything's peachy keen, but it's like the rapper's like, man, he don't realize, man, this shit's about to hit the fan. And the manager, he knows too, but he's just like, oh well, you know, get that money, you know. And then throwing in early 2000s stuff, you know, throwing in that Harlem Shake and everything.
Commission on the side. Make that money with commission on the side. Take that money with commission on the side. Make that money with commission on the side. Take that money with commission on the side. Make that money with commission on the side. Take that money with commission on the side.
The character that I play in the video is a senior citizen who gets a phone call from a telemarketer selling her long distance, and she's very intrigued by it. She's like, ooh, what is this? You know, and he's selling it to her because he's a good salesman, hustler man, and she's fallen for it, and she's not into cell phones yet, so she buys a plan and then she shakes her ass.
Go off.
Make that money with commission on the side. Take that money with commission on the side. Make that money with commission on the side. Take that money with commission on the side. Make that money with commission on the side. Take that money with commission on the side. Make that money with commission on the side. Take that money with commission on the side.
The props we used for the video, pretty minimalistic. The earpiece, the headpiece, like we would have at call center jobs. I just used my Xbox Live thing that I never use. And then I knew I wanted to get a Nokia cell phone from the early 2000s.
The phone that, like, if you drop it, your battery is gonna like go flying. Gosh, you guys just don't even know what life was like back then.
I was trying to find a specific one.
These phones were a little harder to come by.
It was so hard to find. I couldn't find anything.
He was looking on like eBay and all these other apps. He was on one of those apps where, you know, people selling things.
And there was like this person who sells a bunch of those cell phones from that era.
Luckily, it was in town. We just had to go drive.
Like across town to get that.
So we got that, and that was pretty cool.
Some of the inspirations behind that commission video, one of the little moments I wanted to replicate was from the Mr. Me Too music video. You see Pharrell, he just like, there's a girl just right there and he's just like whispering in her ear, rapping in her ear and all that. I was like, yo, that would be perfect, showing some more of the influence of Clipse and the Neptunes.
And then you'd have the video girl all up, you know, But in our case, it was a senior citizen.
Editing was fine. Of course, Giane did all the composite stuff.
I found kind of like this like moving neon blue light thing to be a backdrop for part of the video to kind of give it more of like a fun, clubby, I don't know, early 2000s video. And then I also found a clip of like money falling. I just thought it would be cool to have money somewhere in the video, you know, and I wanted the visual of like money like falling, like it's raining money, it's snowing money.
Of course, I wanted to have that vibe of it being like a commercial or ad as well. So I wanted to have a name for this company, like actual company. So I'm like, Teleho, Teleho Communications.
With Boon TV, I made all the logos for all the little TV shows and companies and everything that we had.
Teleho Communications Incorporated or something, and that gives it TCI.
I made that logo and I wanted it to feel like MCI, Telecom, you know, one of these like phone companies.
And that just made it even more official. That's Teleho Communications.
I like how it came out.
It turned out great. That commission.
Take 4, bitch!
Bitchin' is like a 60s psychedelic rock vibe song and music video.
By this duo, Dr. Moooon and the Stone Cold Panay. And it is funky and it goes hard. The way Bitchin' was produced actually came from a drum track that I had recorded back at our old studio in Colorado Springs. With my drum set, I would be practicing recording my drums. There's this practice session, I just yelled bitch, and it just started playing this drum rhythm.
Bitch!
Boom, bubble cat, bubble cat, bubble cat, bubble cat, bubble cat, bubble cat. So when I'm listening back to this clip, this section of a practice drum session, I'm like, yo, I should probably loop this part, the bitch and the drum groove, and then just keep running that. So I just hooked up my bass guitar, threw some distortion on it. You know, can't go wrong with the blues scale.
Initially, I mean, obviously I liked it. I liked the song. I liked what Solomon produced. But when we were talking about adding it to Boon TV,
I had to convince Giane at first because there was really no like joke in it or anything. It was just saying bitch.
I personally felt like we should add something else other than just saying bitch in the song.
I don't know. I just felt like we should use it.
That's how I felt about it initially. I was like, I think it needs more to be added to this musical comedy show that we're trying to create.
the way I looked at it, I was like, even if it's not so much a comedic piece, it's cool.
Solomon insisted, like, just trust me. Let's just only say bitch in this song.
And we could dress up in these 60s outfits, make this little band.
And I'm just like, okay, let's do it.
The way we filmed Bitchin', since we're living in an apartment and setting up the drum set, I know JD would be like a little nervous.
I was definitely nervous about playing the drums in the apartment because I'm like that person who's always nervous about upsetting neighbors. A drum set can get very loud.
I just knew, okay, we need to do this early in the daytime on a weekend. Then I just looked at what precautions or what things can I do to help prevent it from being so loud. I started to do research like, okay, how were rock bands having the drummer and everything, like how would they record that? And I saw that what they would do was stack two cymbals on top of each other, because then that would deaden the sound. I just needed an extra crash cymbal and a ride cymbal. And if you know about good quality cymbals, they are not cheap. So there was no way in hell I was gonna buy copies of the same cymbals. So I looked all over Amazon, just looking for the cheapest cymbal set. They're almost plastic. And that worked. I was able to put that under the cymbals, and then that takes out the whole ring of the it's just like a clank. And the snare, you unhook the snare part, it's just gonna sound like a tom-tom. And then the bass drum doesn't need to be played, especially from where Janie's sitting and everything. Like, you're not gonna see that anyway. That eliminated the complications of even the drum rhythm, because it's like boom, boop-a-cat, boop-a-cat. So all Janie had to worry about was hitting the crash cymbals and the snare.
Is that one recording?
Yeah.
I'm not a drummer, but I can get around on the drums.
She has like this natural ability with the drums.
I actually very much enjoy playing the drums. I've never fully pursued the drums as an instrument, but I could if I wanted to.
If she really like pursued it and was like passionate about drums in that way, she would be a really dope drummer.
To me, playing the drums feels like dancing. I don't know, maybe that's just me, but that's why I enjoy it, because it gives me a similar feeling to when I'm dancing.
She learned Numb from Linkin Park, that whole drum track, in less than an hour, and did a whole video too, and she's playing on time. That's not normal.
When I play the Stone Cold Panay, straight face, she doesn't smile, just very like deadpan, no emotion, very much Daria. I feel like that's who I'm channeling.
I had Dr. Moooon already, but it was like, okay, Dr. Mooon and what? And I just kept on playing around with names, and I would say them to Janie, like, what do you think of this? And I'm like, nah, no. So I went through a lot for a little while, and I just thought about Stone Cold. You know, he's my favorite. Stone Cold Steve Austin is my favorite wrestler, and I was just like, the Stone Cold Panay. I remember saying it to Janie, and immediately she was like, I like that. And for y'all that don't know, Panay is a Filipino female, while Pinoy is a Filipino male. So that's how that came together.
Rolling, and...
Take 4, bitch! Dr. Moooon. Don't forget the O's, the 4 O's. I don't know, I just wanted to make this kind of psychedelic rock funk character.
Dr. Moooon is another character that just naturally came out of Solomon from just like his humor. And Solomon likes to play characters that are silly and funky, and he likes to find any excuse to thrust his pelvis. Solomon, he likes that shit. Like, I don't know.
Wait, don't pick it up.
The chest hair was never properly secured onto him. It just fell out, and we just kept going.
I didn't realize that the chest hair fell until I accidentally stepped on it. And she wanted to come over and get close up of it and how we could maybe use it.
Let me film this.
I'm sorry.
We made it work, and it definitely added to the video.
And so that was one of those moments of just like, might not have exactly an idea, but just film, and you never know what might just happen.
It was hilarious.
Keep acting like you're
Okay.
moving. Okay, that's it.
Okay.
Editing the video for Bitchin' was pretty straightforward and simple, you know, got enough good takes. And that's my dog playing with her toy. We'll be back after these messages. When we were fully editing it, I remember just thinking like, man, it would be cool if we had a band logo where that drum head was.
For Dr. Moooon and the Stone Cold Panay's logo, obviously I wanted it to be very like 60s inspired, psychedelic, like a lot of the art from back then. The Stone Cold Panay, just obviously straight deadpan face with the glasses. I wanted her hair to be like flowy, wavy, like thick, colorful lines and stuff to go with the feel of those old vintage type posters. I love that I included the sun and the 3 stars from the Filipino flag. That definitely added to the Panay. The Dr. Moooon part of the logo, we have a moon, and then the shape of the moon's face is actually Solomon's profile. It actually worked out pretty well, and I'm pretty proud of it.
I remember seeing it, I was like, man, I would rock that. I would wear that t-shirt. So when she put that logo in the drum head, I don't even know what she did to just make it look a little more like faded and dingy so it could fit there. I mean, a lot of people don't even notice it because it just looks like it's part of the thing. It turned out perfect. When the music videos were finished, both of them, I was really just happy about them.
I was very proud of the music videos. With that commission, just seeing the end product, was very happy with it.
I just really enjoyed Harlem Shaking. Again.
I had a lot of fun, you know, dancing and being like a old lady video girl. What I kind of wish I would have done was dance more like an old lady instead of just like, But I mean, it worked, I think, so.
If there was anything that I would have done differently, it would be not wearing my glasses. Unless I would have wore glasses without lenses like Janie's character, but I didn't have that. I was using my actual glasses. I wasn't going to pop out them lenses, of course. But if anything, it's just because the glare from the ring light, all that, I would have done without the glasses for the rapper character.
Doing the costumes and doing the early 2000s vibe, editing it, backdrops and everything, I think it all came together and it felt like an early 2000s music video.
There was just so many parts that were hilarious that just couldn't fit in there.
Bitchin' came out really cool. I think that it felt like a video from the 60s, in my opinion.
Bitchin' in particular, like, turned out even better than I thought it would have.
People loved the chest hair, you know, and a lot of people just actually just liked the song.
It was cool, like when we released that as a teaser, people were hearing it, they're just like, yo, this is actually dope though. They're like, oh, what a sample this.
In the beginning, you know, I was thinking, you know, it needed more of this, needed more of that, and he told me to trust him, and it ended up working out, and he was right.
I'm so glad we did it. So needless to say, I was very glad that Giane trusted me. I'm definitely glad that Giane trusted me with the concept and the idea, even though didn't really know what we were gonna do.
I think that there's a lot of potential with Dr. Moooon and the Stone Cold Panay.
I really love that band. It's very influenced by the White Stripes. Sure, Dr. Moooon has, and the music has a very like Jimi Hendrix type influences and style and the sound. But as far as the band, I was looking at it like the White Stripes. If the White Stripes would have been black and Filipino set in the 60s and didn't give a damn about radio play, they would make Bitchin'.
I feel like Bitchin' was just the tip of the iceberg with them. They kind of remind me of like Scooby-Doo. For some reason, I feel like Dr. Moooon and the Stone Cold Panay could have some like mystery cartoon. I don't know. And I think it would be funny.
I see it more maybe like Black Dynamite. Like it could be like mystery style, but they can kick some ass. I think those characters would make a dope animated series.
There's a lot more that can come from Dr. Moooon and the Stone Cold Panay.
What I learned from these ones is what they say in the screenwriting world. They say, write what you know. And that's what I'm basically doing. I'm writing what I know. I knew this experience as telemarketing, being in that era and seeing the transition from landlines to cell phones, long distance stuff, and taking from the influence like, man, I love Clipse, I love the Neptunes, I love that era and the music, and then merging that. So it's just kind of one of those things, like always kind of digging in the archives of your memories of just things you experienced, and you never know how that can become a concept for a song or a comedy sketch. Also, how Bitchin' even came together from this practice drum session, and then fast forward like years later, and it becomes this, what Bitchin' became. That wouldn't have even crossed my mind back when I was just, bitch, boop, 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 cool. So you just never know. So I thought they were just, I thought they were great as, damn, Honeybee.